Hey, Horror Hive, I have a wonderful announcement. I am super excited to let you guys know that I am putting together a back-to-school drive with some of your favorite podcasters. This Thursday, August the 8th, mark your calendars and come out to The Well. That is at 272 Messerole Street. The entry is free. However, we do ask for donations at the door. So whether it's school supplies or a minimum of a $5 donation, it'll get you in the door. We have drink specials provided by Tanduay Rum, and a percentage of the proceeds at the bar for our event will be going as well to our lovely organization we are partnering with, the Black Superhero Project. The Black Superhero Project is a project for low-income families, and they are assisting them with back-to-school supplies at their event on September 7th. So we are getting together to provide all of their school supply needs. So if you have a small podcast, if you are just a fan of podcasts and want to meet some of your faves, pull up. We got the Friend Zone in the building. We got So Shameless. We got, of course, me. We got my girl, my annoying ass friend, Carla from the Shit I'm 30 podcast, and just so many other people. We never know who's going to pop up. A lot of people are invited. A lot of people are confirmed. But come out. This is for a good cause, and I'm looking forward to see you all. If you guys are not local, please know that you can still donate. So go to the link either in the description of this episode or visit school.eventbrite.com. That's school.eventbrite.com, and there is a donation link so you guys can donate anything as small as $1. Anything works. We're going to use those donations as well to purchase school supplies. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Again, that's this Thursday, August 8th at the Well. Come ready to drink and ready to mingle. Now let's get on with the show.
Wake up, bitch!
Well, shit. Well, they probably already awoke. They at work, ho.
I know, but like, you know.
Damn. And I ain't even gonna hold you, bitch. I be waking up early even though I ain't gotta go to work no more.
Why do you think everybody has a job to listen to this show?
They do have jobs, bro.
They have jobs, but they not all of them.
Hard-working listeners. Like
the hoes listen to and they work hard, but...
Well, bitch, they listening to us on their way back from hoeing.
I guess that's a job.
It is a job. And we got a whole job worker right here today, so I'm excited.
A whole job worker.
A whole job worker. Hey guys, it's Monday. Welcome to yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. I'm your girl, Mandy B.
Hi, I'm Wheezy. Welcome to the show.
I'm excited.
Yo, really quick, I want to say to all of the Latina listeners, I want you guys to band together because, as some of you know, I don't really go party above 14th Street. But somebody took me to 207.
You was way up there. Shit. That's above me, bitch.
So what happens when I go uptown, like a lot of our listeners look like are uptown, so I'll go somewhere and it'd be like hot in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'd be like, oh shit, like mad listeners for the show. Nobody even spoke to me in English. And then when I told them that I don't speak Spanish, they're like, why you never learn? Like, why your mama ain't teach you, bitch?
It's just hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, y tú de nada. And then I'd be like, okay, bitch, that's it. You just got to do the welcoming.
It was like, I was deep the goddamn fuck in there. And then what I realized is, like, these bitches are hoes. Like, amazingly hoes. And I just feel like, why can't we blend them in together as people of color with our black girl listeners and the 1726 white listeners, whatever you guys, I don't know if you drop down because we be talking shit, but I just want any of our Latina listeners, spread this shit to your other Latina friends. I'm telling you, these hoes was lit.
Well, I want to go ahead and extend that to our Afro-Latinas.
Yeah, of course.
Because we got an email from a Puerto Rican who apparently is one of the white Latinas and felt that we exclude her from the conversation.
Well, I'm going to be real with you. I don't like that sometimes, and I think I've even made this mistake, and I've had to learn. I used to, when I was in high school, and tell me if y'all feel this way, or even college, whatever, and like Latinos would say nigga, you'd be cool with it. But the more I get to know Latino, like, because I'd be like, oh, they niggas too.
But they not all of them.
But I would be around a lot of Dominicans, so they are black. To me, a lot of them are more black. So Cubans are.
So, however, that's the thing, too. With Dominicans, they're darker in skin color, especially because they share the island of Haiti.
Right.
Like, it's split. But they are the most, and I'm sorry to say this, y'all.
I know, they don't want to hear that they're black. No,
they don't even, they be.
Listen, Dominicans that claim that shit, acknowledge that shit to the other one.
I hate it.
So the older I've been getting, I have been getting to know, like, I don't know, Latino culture and realizing a lot of them are white as fuck.
And tell them y'all can't say the N-word no more.
And they really cannot. And I'm going to tell you.
I'm so glad you said this, bitch.
I
just had this argument, so I'm so glad you said this. I don't think that they should be allowed to say it at this point.
I don't think so either.
No.
But I didn't always feel that way because my Latino friends were black.
But we're also, I think it's different growing up. Also in Florida, I think it's different. Being up here, I didn't know how much it was. Like, we are us and black people are them. Like, they separate themselves from blacks. But it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be able to say the N-word.
But in Florida, I think it doesn't feel like that because it's already so racially charged.
So
that
much, yeah.
White people make anybody feel like shit. So you do be like, okay, we all niggas.
And not only that, I went to all black schools and it wasn't many African Americans. A lot of like the black people that I grew up with were Haitian, Jamaican.
Oh yeah, that's Florida.
Yeah, that's Florida, especially Orlando. So I mean, yeah. So I'm glad you said that. Yes, we got to take the N-word away from them.
If your Latina friends that are not Afro-Latina, just to give them a little,
a little
bleep, bleep. What's the Latina nigga? What's the Latino nigga?
Ooh,
Chulo, Papi.
No, Chulo and Papi is not.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Jesus and Mira, what do they say?
So.
Bro.
So I know the word that's
Dog,
bad.
we gotta
they
call
can't
somebody.
Call each other. What? It's spick, right?
No,
Spick,
that's the slur. But they don't call their friends
nigga
that.
technically was a slur.
But they haven't
and they
reclaimed
it.
spick.
They haven't claimed it yet.
Reclaimed, not like we do, nigga.
Just like Asians haven't claimed
Dog,
chink either.
Yeah,
right?
they don't walk around saying that to each other.
No,
you're right. It's crazy because what's crazy is we embrace hoe and slut on this podcast. But yeah, I just told her like Asians haven't embraced chink either. Those are still slurs. The black people took nigga and embraced it and changed it into
and that's the one word. That's why I'm very adamant too on the F word with gay men and women.
They haven't
because they don't use it to ain't no what up my
No, they don't say that.
So if like and bitch too. By the way, I've had to stop like when I'll meet a girl for the first time now. I'll be like, oh, that's what's up, bitch.
That ain't your friend yet.
And I'll be like, oh, that's all right.
That's why Weezy be coming for me because our very first venue, it was in DC. And she started off just cool as fuck. By the end of the show, I was like, yes, bitch. And I was like, oh shit.
Nah, dog. Hold on. Let me tell this story because Mandy's wilding right now.
I did do it.
We were at this gorgeous theater.
It
I don't know.
was so
And
beautiful.
actually, one of the best staff. They were great.
Shout out to DC Arena Stage.
Arena Stage,
one of our best venues
Emma,
of the
that was her name.
Shout out Emma.
So white girl, we get in, and so I'm on the phone with her, and I'm letting her know about the show, and she's fun and friendly on the phone. So once we arrive, I'm like, this is like a really hoe-ass show. She's like, I know, people have been outside. They are so invested. I mean, we have a theatrical performance going on, and even
she did.
They're like, what's going on this side? And we just love it.
because there was a divide. There was mad white people and then our crowd.
We love your energy. So we do one show. They love it, right? They're dope. There's like a lesbian chick in the back, so we lit. So by the time the show is over, Mandy says to the girl. The girl gives us a hug. She's like, I hope you guys come back. And Mandy goes, oh, bitch, we finna come back.
Because I'm not gonna lie, she was so cool. Like during our whole thing. Wait, the staff was also so cool during our home mail portion. One of the fucking workers asked a question.
Oh, they did.
And was like, it's anonymous, but one of our staff has a question.
Like,
she was jarred a little bit, and I said, Mandy. And so Mandy apologizes. So on our way out, the girl goes, hey, Mandy, bye, bitch.
She did. It was so cute. It was so cute. That's funny as shit.
It's crazy how so sometimes Mandy and I have walked into theaters and they kind of look at us shady.
Yes.
And then the second it's over, they're like, wow.
Oh, let me real quick.
Chicago?
And look, we're updating
Look
y'all.
at you guys with your little business.
Yeah, I was actually wait. No, I was gonna bring up LA. So first off, in LA, we did the matinee bullshit 4 to 6. Because when we hit up these comedy clubs, they're like, bitch, y'all ain't comedians. Y'all can have the time slot that nobody wants, but we can't give you our prime time slot. So we did LA Improv, Hollywood Improv in LA. And the first day, they was rocking with us. They was like, okay, this is cool. We got the no-name goddamn bottled water and shit the first day. Like, oh, y'all thirsty? Here you go. Oh, the next day, they were like, Fiji. Here you go.
That's right.
Yes, they gave us Fiji the next day. They was like, you know what? We'll be more hands-on. They like provided security
next.
Security the next day. They was like, we've never had a matinee show do this well. And your audience, how are they so lively at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
This we turn the fuck up, ho.
It was so.
Yeah, you just gotta show people sometimes.
That's what
you have to
let
them
them
get on the
you
table,
have to
which
do
is
that,
funny
but-
because one of our venues, I know you know which one I'm talking about, treated us like shit.
Yes.
So much so that Ian, who manages Joe Biden's podcast. We were like, he came backstage to see us. He was like, y'all good? And we're like, no, like, da-da-da-da. He's like, what y'all want me to do?
Oh, yeah. Ian was ready to throw hands.
Second the show was done, these people sold mad liquor. Now they're hitting us up to give us the venue for free. Mandy and I spent $5 racks.
We spent, this was our most expensive venue. They said,
and,
but not only free, not only free, the primetime slot.
Oh.
That they didn't offer
they really
us before.
Up.
Yeah, so, but... Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. We're going to do a little quick catch up. We haven't done catch ups in a while. We have been super guest filled, and we have a great guest today, which we're going to get into because, bitch, I'm ready for your story.
How did you guys meet? You guys met on the Grapevine?
I actually wasn't there that episode that they recorded that. I was out of town, so I didn't make the recording. But when I saw this episode that I wasn't a part of, I was like, ooh, bitch, I like you. Like, she just speaks so well on everything she did, so I wanted to bring her in.
Mandy does that all the time.
And I think around that same time I found her on Instagram.
Whenever Mandy has a guy she likes, I'm dead ass.
Don't do this.
He speaks so well.
It's like a thing. Maybe I'm more of a sapiosexual.
Bitch, you sound like a white lady who just be like, look at you little nigga bitch.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Eloquent, aren't you? An accountant, good for you.
Oh. I fucking hate you. No, but I wanted to catch up on some recent sexcapades recently. Weezy and I were recording Patreon, and she was like, ooh, bitch, I want to save this story from motherfucking regular, because she was ready to tell y'all hoes.
Now it's not even that good. You know, it's
like that good no more?
I mean, it's good, but it's good. So, met this dude at Angelique's party. We went on some dates. Super attractive, but I don't know why we just weren't connecting. It was weird. And it's funny, the last time we had someone from Grapevine, which was Aisha, I mentioned how we slept in the bed together without sleeping together.
Wait, that was when that's right.
We talked about intimacy before being intimate.
Right.
So he was looking so good the other day on Instagram. I was like, you want to go to dinner? He was like, yeah. I get to the place, the restaurant by where he lives, which I figured he lived in the area because he mentioned me before. I was like, I already know what's up. And to be honest with you, I knew I wanted to fuck him. Like, I was like, fuck it. We had some weird dates, whatever. I get in there. And he's looking at me, and he's like, a word? Because I had my titties out. He was like, okay, that's what you wore, huh?
That's how you felt.
I was like, yeah. And then he told me I had something on my top and, like, brushed by my nipple. And he was like, you look real good. I was like, you look good. So then we started talking, and I'm like, why haven't you called me back? Like, because we were vibing, and you could feel it. I'm like, why didn't you, like, hit me up to see me another time? He's like, when I was in your bed, you made me feel like you were uncomfortable that I was there.
Oh.
And I completely felt the opposite. And I was like, really? Why is that? And he was like, well, like, you were turning your back to me. Like,
I was
you
just
weren't,
about to ask that.
You weren't, like, really letting me touch you. So I said, like, I knew I didn't want to have sex, so I didn't really know how to touch you
without making you feel like I wanted to have sex.
And he was like, yeah, like, I was scared to even put my hands on you. He's like, I wasn't even on that type of shit. But you, and it's crazy because I knew he wasn't pressed for pussy, but I also thought if I lean on him too much, is that going to give him the wrong idea? And it's so
That's
crazy.
very interesting, yeah.
That was
I think we all think
ago.
that
That's
shit,
very
though.
interesting,
right?
Yeah.
The small things we think about, like
Those,
women think about.
Of course.
And he remembered it and I remembered it.
But the crazy part, though, is how you had such a different response and thought we were so intimate, and I love that we were in bed together and didn't have sex, and he thought that, bitch, you were uncomfortable the whole time. I think it's crazy how that happened.
And he was saying, because I was like, I told him that I even talked about you on an episode, like how he was like, you told me when I came upstairs we weren't going to have sex. Like, I already knew, so I didn't know. And I just thought if I
But
pressed,
you know that don't mean shit, because I'll tell a nigga we ain't having sex, and they'll be like,
Right, yeah.
and they'll still try. So, yeah, no, I get
that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was like, but you good, I'll send you the Uber when we done eating, if that's, I'll get you home. And I was like, oh, man. So, bitch, hold on. He takes me to his place, and what was so great about it is we both knew we were gonna fuck, and I could, very few times in my life do I know it's gonna be good, and very few times is this good the first time. So we go, we smoke a little bit, he gives me something to drink, I take, like, my pants off, having a bodysuit, he's touching me, and I take a shower, I come out, and he starts eating my pussy like he's already ate my pussy a million times.
Oh, my God.
And well, normally the first time they got to show out, right?
Yeah. Nah, dog. He knew everything. I like when niggas eat my pussy from the side, right?
Oh, bitch, he listened to the show.
No fucking way.
Yes, bitch. He knew all
I don't talk about that. I only do that at our live shows. So hold on.
So he was in the back.
He eating the fuck out my pussy, right? I'm on the couch. He stands up over me. I start sucking his dick, and he's talking to me while I'm doing it, and he's like, yo, I knew it was going to be like this. I knew you was going to suck my dick like this. Like, I
That's
knew
the
it.
best.
Fucking
When niggas
knew
talk
it.
to you.
Right? And I was like, oh, shit. So we start fucking. He takes 2 pumps, bitch. And he's like, oh, you fucking me all the time. and looks at me again after he's fucking me, and he's like, "Why you kept this pussy for me?" And I was like, "I don't know, shit." Ooh, so good. Like his dick fit me like it was meant to be in this pussy, bro. The entire time we were fucking, we kept talking about how good it was. He was like, "I knew it was gonna be this good." I was like, "I knew it was gonna be this good."
I know.
It sounds like 24/7.
Right?
That's what we was talking
Like
about.
porno.
Could not stop fucking talking. Then we were done fucking. He was looking at me, and I'm like, "I know you gotta wake up early." He's like, "Oh no. Like you staying here. I want you to be comfortable. Like because you fucking me in the morning again."
Oh, he in love.
Bitch! That shit was good as fuck. So like,
Look, you might have a local regular then.
I can't wait. So I get up, amazing sex, and then like I'm about to start getting dressed. He's like, "What? Niggas be telling you to leave and shit?" And I was like, I know. I was like, niggas don't be treating me like that. He was like, "You stay as long as you want. Like I could feed you if you want." I was like, shit. He got dressed in his little suit, bitch. Oh, dog. So the next day, it's 2:00 in the fucking morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some niggas talking to me. The niggas lame. And I text the dude. And I'm like, "Yo, I can't get you out of my head." He texts me back a second later. He's like, "Where are you?" I tell him where I am. 10 minutes later, he's there. He comes up, kisses me. He's like, "You fucking me again tonight." Bitch, we leave the
Oh,
club
that's lit.
again. I'm telling you, dog. This the nigga I was meant to be with. I mean, not for my life, but for my pussy.
See, but when I say that shit about 24/7, you want to be like, "Oh, that's your boyfriend. You don't want to just do that."
Because
See how you
bitch,
phony?
no,
You
'cause
phony,
I ain't
bitch.
trying to get this. Listen.
You phony.
He's just like my model nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's bougie. He was in the south of France. I love all that shit. And I rarely meet niggas that's bougie. That's why I fuck white boys, because I like that bougie Hamptons Montauk shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's a fucking nigga. Damn, bitch. I'm talking about
That's lit.
good ass.
Well, see,
niggas.
I love
lit.
that you done found you possibly some forever dick because
So glad.
I was just with 24/7 and I don't know how I keep saying this. Like, first off, I didn't think there was anything left for me to do, especially with him. We've been fucking damn near 7 years coming up. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm with him the other day. I see we're getting on a pattern now. Like, I'm seeing him either as soon as he gets back from out of town or right before he leaves. So I'm like, all right. So I go to see him and he's slumped. We're trying like different shit, but not really different shit. So I'll tell you one of the different shits we did. So he was slumped in the car actually when I pulled up. I didn't even know he was fucking like, I was like, "Why are you not answering your phone?" So I'm at the door and I look in the car. I'm like hearing something vibrate. This nigga is slumped in the car. I'm like, what the fuck? So I see his phone vibrating in the car and I open the door to get his phone. I'm thinking he left it in the car. He's in the car. I'm like, this nigga. I said, wake up. So he turns around. He sees me. He smiles. He pulls me into the goddamn car. And I'm just like, really? Just like, what the fuck? So we're in the car. He, of course, starts smoking his blunt. I go to suck his dick. Okay?
Can someone make a cartoon out of this? Can someone please make Mandy? Seriously. I'm dead ass serious. If you got the graphic design skills, because Lord knows I don't, I'm going to pay you a decent amount
but
of money.
They can't
because
it's about to be porn. You not letting me finish. So we in the back seat now. We in the car.
Oh, there's more to the cartoon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's more to the cartoon. So he pulled me in the car. He starts smoking his blunt. And, bitch, I see his little boxes rise. So, bitch, you hard already. Boom. I ain't got to do much work to get you up. So I pull his pants down, start sucking his dick. And I'm just like sucking his dick. And he's talking how good I am sucking his dick. And I love it. So then I go down to the balls. But because we're in the back seat, there's not that much room. Mm. So then he just pulls down his pants and he's like, hop on top. Y'all know I don't like riding. So I'm literally, the front seat is pushed all the way to the front. So I get to where I'm riding his dick, but like my legs are together. He's sitting on the seat and I'm bouncing up and down. But now we're in a position to where he noticed something weird and he liked it.
What was it?
So let me tell y'all. So because of how we were sitting and how far up my legs were, he noticed that his balls were like hitting the soles of my feet. And he was turned on that his balls were kind of being massaged by my feet.
Oh, that's lit.
He was like, "Ooh, your feet on my balls." Like, and he even mentioned it and he liked it. So I started like kind of moving.
I'm still trying to get the visual in my head.
No,
I'm like, wait.
So I'm literally like this.
Okay, wait.
So
Taylor
he's
and
right
Mandy,
here.
can
We're
you
in
guys
the
show
back
us?
seat.
Let's do it.
So yeah, sit down. Hold on, I'm about to show you. So we in the back seat, mind you. So
Wait, let's get, what balls can we
front
use?
seat is, I hate you. Those are not the balls. So
I need two.
we're sitting in the back seat. So the front seat is pushed all the way up. So I'm like this, like, but you see how my feet have to come up because it's the ground and it's the seat.
Right.
Hold on, and my knees shaking because, bitch, these knees ain't strong. So I'm like this, and I'm going up and down, and he's scooted up on the seat, so his balls are hanging, and they're hitting the bottom
Okay,
of my
I was
feet.
not picturing
Yes.
that. I
Now
pictured
you got it,
I
right?
know what I was thinking.
Now you got it, right? Yeah.
I got it.
Now you got
them
it.
face to
So-
face. Okay.
So basically, yeah. So that started, and he was like, "Ooh, let's go inside." So, bitch, we go inside. He fucks the shit out of me.
He's like, put them feet back up.
No. But so it gets crazy. It becomes, so that was a first, but then we reached another first. So he was fucking the shit out of me so bad. I was just like, oh, okay, I'm relaxed and you fucked the shit out of me. I want anal sex today. So I was like, okay, bitch, you ain't eat nothing crazy. It's too early to have coffee. I thought my booty hole, I'm good. So I'm like, okay, put your thumb in my butt. I'm like, open her up. I'm ready. So tell me why he goes, because we on the couch for the first time in my life. Y'all know I don't even ride dick. How did I ride reverse cowgirl in my ass? It was amazing too. I came. I didn't think I could. No. So
was
my
the power
pussy
of the
was
feet.
farting, but my ass wasn't. So my pussy was farting. That nigga was putting all the air in my pussy. But so he lays back on the couch.
Is that a thing?
And I mount him. What? Pussy farts?
When you're getting fucked in the ass?
No, my pussy was farting before he went in my ass. Like, I'm just saying,
Oh.
he fucked the shit out of my pussy. I wanted to give my pussy a
I was
break.
like, because that sounds like science.
So he lays back, and I mount him from the back like this. First off, my legs hurt. I feel like a bitch done did the Stairmaster. So I'm holding myself up while he's laying down. He's in my ass, and I'm riding like how they do in the gay porn. And I was like, ooh, I feel like real good right now. And I will say, ladies, for those of you, because he tried putting it from like the back and it hurt like hell, it actually didn't hurt while I was riding it.
Well, it feels better on top.
You're in control. That's why.
Yeah.
I didn't know this because I don't ride. But, bitch, if y'all want to try
They
anal
say
sex,
anal sex is better.
you
on
may
top.
want to try getting on top first. And again, I
Someone
did
else
this.
said that.
Who said that?
We had I don't know what gay
Well,
man.
because you
either
have
was
like all the
Brandon
control when they're
I
on
didn't
top.
or the white
realize
and the Asian
that.
couple that I interviewed once. They talk about first time anal. And I've heard that a lot.
I mean, you got to have strong legs because, sis, I woke up the next morning. I said, what is this called? So my groin, my hamstrings, everything lower body was on fire. But it actually felt good, and I came.
well, I mean, you're gonna be able to come because you have anal sex a lot with him, right? You've had more. Well,
yeah,
you've had a lot of experiences
once every
with him.
like 2 or 3 months we
That's
have
a lot.
anal sex.
You've had enough with him, right, to know
Yes.
that.
Once a
But
quarter.
I was reading that even women that have had anal sex 10 times in their life still have an increased anxiety on if it'll go too deep, how it'll hit. So I wonder if you were able to come so hard because you were controlling your own like ass getting fucked.
Oh, that could have been it.
So you could really relax.
All I know is every time I come to this show, I'm thinking you and I done did every goddamn thing, and I don't know how we keep fucking having new shit,
You
bitch.
just made me think of something happened with Beard Babe. I don't know if this was when he was in Miami or what, but I remember he asked me to get reverse cowgirl, and I already didn't want to because I'm like, we always talk about, he loves my legs, but he be like, you got a cute little booty, but it's mainly my legs and my titties, so I know my assets. You know what I'm saying? So when he asked me to get reverse cowgirl, I was like, damn, because like I'm good at riding, but not from the back, I thought. So this nigga likes my feet. And what I realized was, so he's laying down, I'm in the bed, and I'm up like this. My feet are up.
You gotta do the feet trick then.
Mike,
He was looking at my
gotta
feet
do-
the other way.
you gotta let him.
It wasn't in the balls,
He
but
loves
he
them,
was
you gotta do the
holding my
trick.
feet. And I know he was looking at them shits. And I could tell, because I was looking at him, and I'm like, I guess if I had an ass to look at, that would be the visual. However, he was like, fuck it, we gonna do these feet.
We gonna
boo.
look at the feet. You gotta try the foot on the
That's what I'm
balls.
saying. Imagine if you did the foot trick. He already loves your
Oh,
feet.
bitch, he gonna come, bitch, with a little tickling of your feet on the balls. He gonna come, bitch.
But you have to
might
be
propose.
down like this. Hold on, wait, bitch. Like this,
No.
look.
right?
She missed the whole
She
instruction.
missed the whole instructions. I'm draw a picture for you, sis. I'm gonna draw a picture for you.
First of all, we did Pictionary on Viceland, and you can't draw.
I
Can
mean,
you give me a notepad, please?
I'm gonna no.
Since you're a fucking
No,
artist
I'm gonna
now.
no. I have to practice. I'm gonna get some. But wait, but wait. We do have a guest, guys. Y'all hear a third voice in the motherfucking studio today. So I want to introduce our guest. Go ahead and let them know, because I don't know if you're gonna give an alias or not, what they know you as. But go ahead and let our listeners know who you is.
So my government name is Taylor.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, all
Go
right
ahead and
then.
throw the government.
We
out
ain't
there.
never said that sentence. So like,
Never.
But my clients call me Mistress Marley.
Ooh,
Oh.
Mistress Marley.
Yes.
So if you guys have not known by Mistress Marley, can you let our listeners know what it is that you specialize in?
So I'm a pro dominatrix specializing in financial domination.
Ooh,
what's
I can't
pro
wait.
dominatrix?
So pro dominatrix, you have two different. Okay, so there's pro and there's lifestyle. Lifestyle dominatrix, they just want to do it for the fun of it.
That's
Huh.
me.
Pro, they want to make money while they're doing it. They want to charge.
I've never heard those two
Oh,
terms,
me
but
neither. So that's
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
lifestyle dominatrix are ones who just like me.
so I'm a
They want to meet
lifestyle
people.
sub.
They want to be in the community. They just want to experience, learn new things, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
But
you're
pro
like, fuck
means-
that. I need my goddamn coin.
So you could either be a pro hoe or just a hoe, then I guess.
Wait, okay.
Well, I like to do both too, though. I can be lifestyle with it has to be certain people. I can't just be lifestyle just to be lifestyle. Like,
Of course.
yeah,
of course.
yeah. I can't be lifestyle with these white boys. Y'all
Yeah.
get the pro dom treatment, and that's it.
So you're
Right.
a pro dom.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna guess you don't fuck for money.
No.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
No.
Well, because you said findom, right? And like
Yeah.
the more I've kind of been like learning about escorts and stuff,
Mhm.
I find that, and I think Mistress Unknown too doesn't fuck for money.
Mhm.
Like being a sex worker doesn't mean having sex all the time.
Oh no, it's a lot of things that
Yeah.
fall under the sex work umbrella. Period.
Oh, yeah, I'm
You
not
guys watch Euphoria?
selling feet pics
I'm
is
not
sex
gonna
work.
lie. I've been talking to my friends and I'm like, I quit my job. This is going well, but
Oh, God.
everyone wants me to make a foot page, and then I don't know if you see,
Oh, it's so much bread
but
in that.
not only that. Shout out again to Sophia Gray. They hit us back up and are willing to set up a page for
Yes,
us
I
to
saw
sell
that.
our panties. I don't know
Oh
if you're
my
interested in
gosh.
selling panties on the regular.
That shit is
but-
fun. That
Yes.
shit is fun. They want your panties that you've worn all day and
And so-
sweated in. They
Look,
want
look,
all
what,
that
what,
shit.
I
what,
just-
what,
because
Weezy?
I don't want people to have that much access to me.
But it's just your panties. It's not you.
But that's a
They
lot.
gonna get her DNA
What about
run
your
a
feet?
sample.
'Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I saw Weezy's story the other day. She said, "I'm putting words over my feet just because y'all are really asking." for them a
I
lot."
did.
I saw.
But now
no,
let me
it's
tell you
insane.
why.
Girl, that's some coin in there. It's
Girl,
some
they just sent me
coin.
$40 to pay for my pedicure off live.
Exactly.
Just show me your foot on live. I said, send me a
Please,
cash app to
God,
pay
tell
for
me
my
I
next
have this
pedicure.
fucking- Damn, I
And
deleted
he
it.
did.
easy.
He did. So
Easy.
It's
money.
just some of them are just a lot, and it's not like I'm uncomfortable, but okay, it really is from an experience I had in person.
Mhm.
I go to this bar called Max Fish all the time. It's my neighborhood bar,
Mhm.
and so I always tell listeners because they'll pull up, and I kind of like enjoy that.
Right.
So this one dude came up and he was like, "Yo, I love the show." I was like, "Oh, thank you," and he goes, "And your feet out too."
Aw, hell.
So I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know what else to say. Right? So I'm by myself. Because there's a bartender downstairs I always kick it with, so I be rolling up alone.
Mhm.
He's like, and your feet out too. So I was like, So I start clinging to the nigga that's at the bar, right? Shout out to my nigga James. He came to our shows and shit. And I'm just like, oh, no, hold me. Get close to me. And the dude was like, so you still single, right? And I was like, bruh. I was like, I ain't looking though. And he was like, I'm just saying. I just want to make sure a nigga cool to, get with the
well,
feet
as
shit.
soon as they do the feet
So-
shit, I let them know that I get pedicures often.
I
and
was like, well, I don't have
Exactly.
anything to offer
That's
you
spin down
with
too,
my
though.
feet. Like, that's not, I don't really do anything with my feet or anything like that. He was like, I'll teach you if you want me to, Weezy. Like, that's no problem.
I'll teach you.
And he was having this, like when people, like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to, like, work on audio and stuff. Oh, I'll teach you. He said the same thing with my feet, just as if it was a craft. I could tell, I could teach you.
That is hilarious.
Angles, pictures, like, yeah. And he was like, it could be other people if you want to make some extra cash. It could be just me. And I'm sitting I was fucking terrified for my goddamn
Well, I'm
life.
ready. Y'all can send me
Right.
shoes. I'm getting a P.O. box. I'm going to set y'all up with all of that because I'm about
Oh,
to
that's
do a
right.
whole foot page and probably sell these drawers.
Girl.
So we're going to go ahead and
Oh
get
my
into
God.
Do
we're
it.
going to go ahead and get into our vanilla shit for this episode. And it only makes sense because New York just got over a goddamn heat wave. It was hot as fuck. And then everywhere in the goddamn states, apparently except for L.A., I'm hearing L.A., y'all getting in the 60s
That was
at
the
night.
guy.
Oh, this.
I clicked on him. Look at the messages. Wish you weren't so afraid of guys with foot fetishes.
Look, everything is about
Look,
feet.
send him my way.
Bruh, you
Or
ain't
mine,
slick. I
right.
see your souls in the background, ma. Damn, I would have paid for that petty you getting.
Girl, you playing.
Are you really paying for a massage today? Wow.
So the vanilla shit for this week actually comes from Metro Lifestyle. It is a UK site. And the title is How to Have Sex When the Weather is Unbearably Hot. So if
In the
you guys...
AC.
You know, well,
I feel like we've all made comments about this.
yeah, like it's just so hot. It's like, damn, I don't even know if I want to be around anyone. There's like, you don't want to cuddle, you don't want to be touched. It's just fucking hot. So here are some tips for some of you people who are in the hot weather, like New York, who just had the fucking heat wave, or Florida, Georgia, the fucking Southern Belt, whatever.
That 110-degree heat wave,
Bitch,
honey.
it was
on a Saturday.
Awful.
It was intense.
It was fucking intense.
A nigga invited me to the pool, and I was like, no, it's 110.
I saw your fucking
check the heat index. And then he was like, okay, you want to go? It's 110. Check the heat index. I'm not stepping outside.
No, it was so hot. So here are some tips for you all who are looking to still get your goddamn freak on in the blunt of the summer. So one would be ice cubes. However, make sure you use them with caution. Do not put ice cubes directly on your genitals unless you want a painful tongue on a lamppost situation. Something else, which I really liked, is that you can take sex out of the bedroom. Lilo sexpert Stu says that the bedroom tends to be one of the warmest spots in the home thanks to all of the bedding. And if you live in a house rather than a flat, being that you're elevated, so also for apartments, if you live on higher floors,
it's hotter?
Heat rises. Mm-hmm. Yes. So you can actually take sex to other parts of the bedroom, outside of the bedroom, including the shower. I hate shower sex too. Yeah, another tip is that, bitch, you could just have sex outside. Sometimes sex outside.
Or in the fucking
cooler.
Heat outside?
Yeah. I mean, but it's sometimes cooler outside.
How about this? Fuck in front of the freezer.
Well, you could do that too. You could do that too. Here is actually one of the best tips that they said is this is the best time for you hoes to get lazy. It's hot, so don't get fancy with wild positions and super energetic thrusters.
That's true.
Take your goddamn time. Go slow. We don't have to get hot.
What if you're
sweaty.
not hydrated?
Yeah.
By the way, I was at Kinfolk on Saturday in Brooklyn. There's this gay couple that's making out, right? Mm-hmm. 2 men. And I said, no one is next to me. I'm fucked up. It's like 3 a.m. But I'm watching them kiss, right? And I said, these niggas is really kissing in this heat. So they turn around and look at me because they heard me. And I was like, oh no, like I'm not homophobic. It's just really hot and you guys are like making out. And they're looking at me. And I said the whitest shit that could ever come out.
What did you say, bitch?
God.
I'm totally gay. I have gay friends. I was like, no.
That was equivalent to I have a black friend.
I see how white people do.
It's so bad.
Because that's never happened to me. And then they start laughing. I'm like, no, like, I really, like, I be eating pussy, dog. I have a whole ass bitch. Like, I'm gay as fuck. Like, for real.
Yeah, I would have been like, I said what I said. Like, Nene, I said what I said.
And so then one of them is laughing and the other one is not. I'm like, can I buy y'all a drink? And he was like, I guess you need to because since these niggas is. And I was like, oh,
that
I'd have been like, bye.
Hilarious.
I felt so bad. But really, like, you see 2 people making out in the heat. And I didn't even know I said it.
It's hot.
I said, these niggas is really good.
I mean, but we do say sometimes we're hot and bothered. Like, sometimes hotness can make you horny a little bit. No? Does it not? Sometimes.
Not
It
in
makes me annoyed for the
110-degree
most
heat.
part. I'm just like.
Did you guys go out last Saturday?
Yeah, I was at the pool, though.
Okay.
I had my swinger party, so I was in the AC.
Yeah, Joe was like, it feels like 100 degrees. I got a few people coming over. Want to do the pool? I'm like, hell yeah, there's a pool. I'm in New York.
But you can also go in and out, which is good. So I went out with my homegirl Venus, shout out to Venus X, and we go to the strip club, right? And it's nice and cold in there. When we stepped outside, it felt like you were stepping in a club. That's how hot it was. Ugh. It was 5 a.m. The daylight was out. Yeah. I was burning.
The daylight
up.
Was out.
Well, I don't know what I mean.
That's like me saying it's nighttime.
The daylight.
Or what was I saying? It's dark time.
Oh, wait, the sun wasn't out, but the light was out. It was light out.
There we go.
Hold on, wait. How do I rephrase this? God damn, I feel dumb. Hold on.
It's dawn.
Dawn.
Sunrise. It was sunrise.
Yeah.
Damn, Donna Summers, everybody on me right now. Fuck. Yeah, it's fucking hot as fuck. I just saw your kink, and that's how I lost my virginity.
Yeah, so it's funny. So the kink of the week I wanted to bring up because, of course, I have been enjoying anal sex. Mm-hmm. And so I was just looking for different things. I wanted to know if also our guests may know what it is. So the kink of the week for this week is hot dogging. What would be your guess if you had to think of what hot dogging was?
I don't know. Multiple dicks in your mouth?
Well, you know,
there's this like GIF where like this
where
girl
all
has
the hot
these,
dogs
yeah,
are
that's
being
what I
thrown
think
in
of.
the face. I've seen the
I'm
GIF.
like,
I'm only laughing because I thought of the gif.
GIF.
You know it's GIF.
Meme, whatever they call it.
Okay, definitely ain't Mimi,
It's not
bitch.
Mimi, bro.
That's a nigga ass.
I used to call it that.
Hey, dog, y'all see
I'm a
Mimi?
nigga ass nigga.
So
Ja Rule says Mimi?
Mimi, no, bitch, it's me. So for any of you guys, I would love to know what you guys maybe have thought hot dogging was when you heard the term. But for those of you who did not know, it is actually when someone rubs their penis between another person's butt cheeks. This is not about anal penetration, although it can lead there, but it's literally just the act
It's like the sliding.
of putting a
I've
penis
done that a
between
lot.
butt
I
cheeks.
didn't know it's called hot dog.
So
hot dogging.
I used to do it. Funny, it was with Jamie, who is the guy. How me and Mandy fucking met, because like if you guys have heard the story, me and Mandy, I dated a guy, then she dated him. So I never had sex with Jamie, but my cherry popped. So what happened was we would do that because it would rub on my clit. I would like it, and he would come that way. Like he would never be insertion. My mom ran to Publix, so we had time. So he was sliding, and it was feeling good, and then suddenly, bam! I screamed because I felt it. He pulled out, and there was a stream of blood running down my leg.
Oh,
That's
God.
gross.
And I freaked out. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh, but it started with him having his dick between your butt cheeks.
It was we were hot dogging, yeah. I think I was on my stomach. I freaked out. Actually, we never did it again. We never had penetration. So like it was like the cherry popped with no sex. It was crazy. I mean, it was literally right at the edge. So my cherry was low, ready to go, bitch.
I'm dead.
All them sex
as
aim
the
chat
fuck.
rooms I was in, I was ready to fuck.
I'm dead.
Back
as
in the
the
day,
fuck.
I used to be in the Yahoo chats.
Oh, I was in
Oh.
all them little AOL
MSN.
chat
Oh.
rooms. I liked all that. Not
Late as hell.
MSN, bitch. Them too.
Hotmail too, bitch.
AOL,
I liked all
all
that
of them.
shit.
All of them.
So I actually used to be really into just the message boards where they created like sex stories.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
those
used
are
to be in
fun.
there and read. I'd be like, ooh, thinking I was fucking all of B2K.
I
all
used
of
to
it.
Oh
just-
my God, I used to read those shit.
I
I wrote one time, bitch. I thought I was the shit. I was like,
one.
didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Never had sex.
Bitch.
On that dial up.
Just writing it.
Bitch. I used to read all.
Oh,
of that
I wish I
shit.
could go back and
It used to
find
be
them.
Like, yeah, I was hanging with Lil Fizz. Then Omarion came over, and it just.
There was one where they had a foursome in a closet.
Oh, bitch!
And they took this bitch virginity.
Oh, bitch!
She lost her virginity in a
If
threesome
you-
from
so,
B2K.
and I don't know if they're still up, but if y'all want to ever read sexual erotica from message boards, I don't know if you could just look up message boards B2K.
Woo.
But it used to be a whole bunch of like maybe teenage girls or young 20s,
I
but
think it
they
was
used to
younger than
write
that.
sex stories. Bitch, I was reading it in middle school.
I
I
just
think it was
typed
younger
in
than that.
B2K message.
I don't know if you're gonna be
and
able to
it came up
find it.
message board fan fiction.
Oh, there you
Fan
go.
fiction.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
Hold on.
There you go.
Do y'all remember these message boards?
Which one?
They were
Which
so
one?
good.
Oh my God.
They were so good.
Yo.
And my mama didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but bitch, I was getting my pussy real wet in middle school reading these goddamn fan
I used to
fiction
love reading
shit.
this shit.
And then they would bring in Bow Wow, Lil Romeo,
Dog,
all the
they
little
got the
cute
whole-
Are
niggas.
y'all watching Euphoria or no?
No, I haven't started it
Okay.
yet.
There's a girl there who writes fan fiction.
At the
she-
show with Zendaya.
Yeah.
So fucking good. But I'm sure people told you how good it is. Anyway,
Mhm.
there's a girl there who's not that popular in regular school, but in online she's popping because she writes dope ass fan fiction.
So good.
And it's so funny because I had that feeling when I was around 16, like I would go out and like I'd have a good time and I was like, you know, in a dance group and I was really enjoying myself. But in school, it was just like, fuck this hell.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how like teenagers, especially with online shit, can live a double life.
Oh
Hell yeah.
I definitely
we was living double lives with our goddamn podcast and going to work. Hey guys, this week's episode is brought to you by none other than True & Co. I am so honored and happy to be partnering with such an amazing company because I know y'all know, and I've talked about this before, with losing my weight, I have been trying to figure out what the hell my fucking bra size is. And I've been trying just a lot of different varieties. I kind of left Victoria's Secret a little bit, just because I'm still not finding the comfort in them. However, after receiving our True Body Bra by True & Co., I think I have finally found the bra for me. It is like wonderful fabric. And then also when you guys go online, you can choose from a scooper V-neck, convertible straps, bright colors, neutrals, skin tones, and more. I have a nude color and a black bra, and I've been able to wear my black bra under just about everything, but they also kind of serve as well as sports bras, which work well. There's no wire, so you don't have to worry about them poking your bra, and you don't have to worry about them falling apart in the washer and dryer. Try the original True Body Bra from True & Co. today with free and easy returns, Save 15% now when you go to trueandco.com/horrible and enter the code HORRIBLE. That's WHOREIBLE. And once again, that's at trueandco.com. TRUEANDCO.com/horrible. Please let us know when you purchase them and how they make you feel. I would love to hear some of you guys' testimonials after using them. Now, let's get on with the show. Double ass life. Well, speaking of double eyes, we're going to get into, look at my Segu, bitch. But we're going to get into our horrible decision. I'm super excited because we're sitting next to someone that could be you. Just know, because all of our listeners have jobs.
Y'all want extra money?
Listen, we have our dope ass guest today, Taylor, who not only works a 9-to-5 from time to time. She's in corporate America. She also gets money out these niggas.
Doho.
So she's a pro doho. Ooh, bitch, I like that.
Oh, I like that too.
That sounds like a new neighborhood.
I change my bio.
Oh, I live in pro doho.
So
It's not Soho.
we
but-
are going to talk about how it is possible that you could not only be working your job, but you could also be a part-time sex worker on the side.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
before we get into this conversation, knowing that that's what you do, I want to know, how can a woman get into sex work if they want to do it part-time on the weekends, at night?
And people ask us this all the time.
All the time. So how can they do it since you've achieved it?
So my thing is, if you want to get into sex work, you got to know what type of sex work you want to do, because it's a
Good
big
start.
umbrella. You got to know if you want to be a stripper, escort, dominatrix, sugar baby, because that's still sex work too, whether people want to
Foot
believe
fetish
it or not.
model, selling
Yeah,
your panties.
all that
Sugar
stuff.
baby is definitely sex work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people think it's not, but it is.
I agree.
Yeah, so I feel like if a woman wants to get into it part-time, you just need to figure out your schedule. You need to figure out how it works for you. You got to be able to separate your corporate job from that job. You can't run into your corporate job saying this shit or telling people about this. You got to know how to fucking separate it.
Right. So I want to ask you, because I think a lot of people don't know how to do it themselves.
Mhm.
So they may go about trying to find someone to help them.
Mhm.
Would you suggest they go through a pimp or a sex
No.
agency?
No.
Okay. What are
No.
your thoughts on those?
Don't go through a pimp or a sex agency, because one, not only are they going to treat you bad, be rude, feel like they can do whatever they want to you, they're going to take your money. You're not even making a whole
the
profit.
agency, I'm curious to know. Agencies seem to offer protection for girls, which is their main selling point. So can you talk or speak to that?
So in my opinion, like, there's agencies in escorting, right? And they feed off or tell you that they're going to offer protection. That's just to get you in. In my opinion, they honestly, and from what I've seen, they take your money. They take a percentage.
Right.
So you're doing
But
all
they
this
get your
work.
clients.
They get you clients, but they take your money. So my thing is, I just recommend everybody be independent.
Okay.
Yes, you have to do more work. Yes, you have to do more research, whatever. But you're going to keep your full profit. You're going to be able to make clients that you're more personable with, and you're not going to even like be subjected to that abuse that could possibly happen. Because it's not always physical abuse. It's emotional abuse and mental abuse. They can fuck with you in that way, too.
So I met this girl on an airplane, and I've got new feelings about sex agencies. I'm coming back from Miami, and we just started clicking, right? She's black, so we talking. So anyway, she says, I'm like, so what do you do? And she's like, what do you do? So once I tell her I have a sex podcast, she was like, oh, bitch. She's like, girl, I'm a hoe. So she starts telling me how she escorts, and I was like, oh, well, how do you find your clients? Do you use Twitter and stuff? And I was asking if I can interview her.
Right.
And she's like, honestly, I work through an agency. She was like, it's a very upscale agency. And I was like, why would you do that when you can make your own money? First thing out of my mouth. She's like, it's a set dollar amount. They already pay her. I don't have to deal with begging niggas for my money. I don't have to deal with all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Then she mentioned, she was like, the background checks that they do are so much better. She used to be independent. However, Allie at Triple X revealed on a very old episode, I think it was 46, maybe Madam something, how there were websites removed where like there was forums about
Protecting yourself. from
protecting
doms and
yourself.
stuff, yeah.
So she joined an agency after that. She's like, granted, they take 25%, which is really high, but all the guys have been safe. They treat me well, and I'm already fucking paid. She's like, they've paid before they even see
Right.
me.
What is your
Right.
experience as being independent, and like what red flags would do you see when you have to try to be safe by yourself? You have no one but yourself when
Right.
you're being an escort by yourself. or
Right.
sex
So
worker, sorry.
yeah. So I personally have never done escorting, but I do have escorting friends.
Okay.
But you still meet men. right?
But
Yeah,
she doesn't
my-
have sex with them.
yeah,
So
right,
escorting
right.
is when you have
But
sex.
I think,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
maybe
Escorting
meeting
is-
the person.
But so escorting is more of like they call it a girlfriend experience.
GFE.
When you're an
Sure.
escort. Yeah. So I think people get escort and prostitution mixed up. Prostitution is more so I
Oh.
just need you for this hour, this time, and then that's it, right? Most of the time with escorting, they want to take you to dinner. They want to do the whole girlfriend
yes.
experience. They want to have conversations, and girls charge for that too.
Of course.
They'll
yeah.
charge separately from the sex. They'll just charge for conversation. Period.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I've always thought like escorts could be booked by the hour.
They can.
you can be
but-
booked by an hour, but it's more within it. Like so, with
I
prostitution,
get
it's like I'm booking you for the hour. We're just gonna have sex. I don't even want to talk to you. Let's just fuck. Let's just do what we
Yeah,
gotta do.
I
Whatever.
have a friend
Mhm.
who she escorts, and she'll get booked for an hour or 2 hours, but literally they may only have sex for like 10 minutes, and then they lay up. And she's taking in all of the stuff that they do from work, them complaining about their wives. And so that's a part of the hour. So they have sex
Absolutely.
with you, but then they also want to lay up. She
Yeah.
sometimes has to wipe them down and, give them massages, and all of this
Yeah.
is within the hour.
Sometimes
of
they
their
call it
time.
companionship.
Companionship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. If
Yeah.
I had to pick one of the two,
Prostitution, probably.
do
I
it.
don't want to lay up with a
prostitute
nigga
for
I
the
don't
loop,
like.
bitch.
But I think a lot of women do escorting because within that you can network so much. Because some of these men are actually taking you to like their work events too when you're
Oh, so
escorting.
you can become a sugar
So-
baby.
so
This
you-
could lead
I
to
think
Exactly,
escorting
like, you
does
can-
feel more. I think in the head for
Mhm.
women,
Mm-hmm.
it feels more like you're doing some elite shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and you feel like you're securing more of a bag because not only do you got him, you at his event with all his other
Say that
friends
shit.
that got money.
And think about the word itself. Like escort does sound better than prostitute. Why? Because
Yeah.
we've been thinking that our whole lives.
Well,
Mhm.
speaking of prostitution, they've been proposing recently and clearly seeing all of the laws that are going against women's rights and our bodies. It's never going to happen.
Mhm.
But what are your thoughts about legalizing prostitution? And do you think that that would be a good thing or a bad thing for the woman?
I don't think it should be legalized because what's going to happen is when it's legalized, you're going to have more people that want to make money off of it. You're going to have more people that's
Like
gonna wanna,
selling weed.
Yeah, you're going to want to have more people that want to come in. You're going to have corporations that are going to start like monetizing off it and stuff. I'd rather it be decriminalized, as in if you get caught, there's nothing that's going to happen to you. There's no more getting caught. There's,
Hold on,
get what
you
I'm
did.
saying?
And Weezy to decide. What are your thoughts on the legalization of
Well,
prostitution?
she didn't say the decriminalizing thing. So now,
Okay.
because I was gonna say absolutely not because women got a fucking record now. So where else am I gonna work? And then I'm gonna keep fucking going to jail because now I can't get a job because I'm a fucking hoe all over the damn.
I'd rather it be decriminalized
But-
altogether. Altogether.
Have you ever been to a place where prostitution was legal? Have you ever traveled somewhere?
No, I haven't. But it's legal in
Vegas.
In Vegas.
Not
in-
is it not Vegas? It's Nevada, but it's not Vegas. The
Oh, it's off
municipality.
where is it? Do you know?
It's somewhere out of
Reno.
the country
Reno
too, though.
is where the brothel is.
I think it's only I don't know if it's out calls. We should definitely look.
We
into
should
that.
look that into.
Oh,
But
in
I-
Amsterdam too. It's
She's been to
yeah.
Amsterdam.
Well,
Yeah.
my recent experience was in Panama, where there's a lot of sex tourism because it's legal,
Mhm.
and they do have identification cards and required certain health.
Oh, well, that's good.
So that's why when I thought about it being legal, I don't know. From what I know, a lot of sex workers push for it to be legal, and I can't speak for it myself, but I feel like they must be doing it for a reason because it must really be hard out there.
So it's very interesting because this topic was actually had on the Grapevine. So I want to shout out to Ashley Acuna, and if you guys are looking for another show that really digs into deep-rooted conversations and issues and concerns from different people, check out the Grapevine. But Aisha, who was also a guest on our podcast, she actually said what's crazy is the part that is criminalized is the act of receiving the money. So it's not even the act of having sex, it's you charging for sex.
Exactly.
Which is the crazy part. And what I wanted to do is because we do identify as, we look for equal rights on this podcast. We consider ourselves feminists. We are also pro-sex work. One of the guests on the Grapevine said something, and Chris is going to pull something up. Weezy, I want you to take a listen to this because I think a lot of the guys on this show feel the same way. Can you go ahead and play that?
Thing to, on one side have a narrative of you must value women. Women are equal, right? But at the same time, I'm able to buy them, right? And that's something that I've always been struggling with in regards to people who are feminists that are pro-sex worker, because like how do you not then erode this sort of perception that like women are valuable if I could get like 2-for-1 specials on Black Friday on women?
I hate this nigga.
I know. Let him. hold
Everybody
on.
hates them.
I'm actually uncomfortable with the idea that I can
Get him on the show.
I know. Hold on.
Buy sex from women, because like it's not like any other physical labor. Like I pay a barber, he has a skill, he trained for that. I pay a construction worker, he has a skill, like he trained for that. Sex worker, you born with a vagina, like you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just saying. It's not,
He's all right, let's go ahead and pause that. So I feel like a lot of men who do listen to our show may have that same thought. So what are your thoughts on that?
Are pro sex worker. First of all,
yeah,
we know why we are, because it gives me the choice over my own body.
The agency,
I can make my own decision. 1, 2, I'm going to tell you right now, I can't do what you do. Only because, and I admire your work, but I'm too emotional. 1, I'll get too attached. 2, 3, I don't think I could be that safe or not lackadaisical, not relaxed. I know escorts and sex workers that talk about how they won't drink with their clients. I can't see me not needing a drink to relax and calm myself down. That's a fucking profession that you have.
See, I drink with my clients because a lot of them are nervous. Because
well, maybe you can handle that, but what if I couldn't?
Yeah.
You can. I don't think I could.
Which is the same in the strip club. A lot of women
Take
not only
drugs
have to
and
perform,
alcohol.
but they do drugs and liquor just to.
That is 100%.
But to be able to perform while under an influence and still do a job, it's to say that it's not a skill that you're born with a vagina.
It is the oldest profession in the world because it is something that is necessary. Another thing that I find interesting that he said is like, you're born with a vagina. Why do I have to pay for it, right? Like, why do I need to buy it? We know how much time and effort it takes to get to know someone. And then you may end up having sex with them and it may suck. Why would I not want to go to a professional? How many times do people offer us makeup for free, Mandy?
Oh, a whole lot.
And how many times do we say no?
Pretty much every time.
Exactly. You know why? Because I know there are fucking professionals that deserve my money.
Yeah.
Instead of someone thirsting to do it for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying every makeup
and also
artist.
It's just the level of skill at that point, which is why like you're good at what you do as a dominatrix. Like, so for someone who does want to become submissive, you can't all the time just talk to anyone you're saying and say, hey, I like to be submissive. Can you be my dom? So knowing that you're a professional, they're coming to you because they're going to get the experience that they're looking for.
Exactly.
His argument is even really interesting in perspective too. Let's talk about free sex. When a dude is in the club, matter of fact, this just happened with me and Beard Bay. We went out and these 2 girls was on his dick hard. And I was like, damn. And at first we were both looking at the chicks like, damn, these girls are fine. By the end of the night, it was almost ridiculous. And there was another really, really beautiful girl that was smiling at him but not giving him no play. By the end of the night, I saw him. All he was doing was talking to this girl, right? 100% sure he probably wouldn't ever be able to fuck this girl. But these other 2 girls like, where y'all about to go? What you doing? Da-da-da. Why is it that one was so attractive? Because we all want something that's like, you know what I'm saying? We don't want someone that's too pressed. Women are the same way. This nigga's blowing me up.
Exactly.
So what happens is when you have something for free, it doesn't have that much value. I could be sitting here talking about sex all day, how I'm so fucking great, and y'all might feel like I'm a hoe. The woman that's more quiet than me, you might find more attractive because that's the anomaly about it. And what happens with women that are quote unquote civilian hoes, you don't really know what you're going to get with that. But when you have someone that's confident and is there like, oh, it is so good, you do have to pay for it.
This is what I do.
That is exactly why we're attracted to it.
You do your research. You do all of these things. So as, I guess, we're going to look into financial domination. You said you don't have sex with them. So when people contact you, what are the things that you do as a financial dom?
So basically the act of findom is a fetish. It's a kink of controlling someone else's wallet, right? So you have these men. Most of these men have high positions. They're in control all day. So they need, even if it's just for an hour, 2 hours, they need that power stripped away from them. That's why I will say a lot of my clients are Wall Street men because they're used to being in power all the time. So basically, like with financial domination, they'll come to me and say, mistress, please drain my wallet. Mistress, I'm spending too much money. Please take it from me. Like it's, and they get off by you talking shit to them, you telling them, don't go spend your money, don't go do this. And then there's things like ATM meets where I just meet a guy at ATM, take his money, walk away. Might talk shit to him, might spit on him, he might kiss my feet in public, whatever, and he walks away. But that's how they get off. And I'm like, who am I to judge how you get off when I'm making bread from it? And
that's
in a way,
so
I've
no,
learned
that's
about it.
So a lot of women may be like, bitch, that's it. I could do it. So what are the things that you would say you've done to become a pro dom to where you know what to say. I'm sure you've looked up like, how do I need to talk to these people?
Yeah.
Because we may think, damn, I could do that, but it's actually a skill.
Yeah.
Which is what he took away
'Cause there's
from
specific
sex
shit.
workers.
Yeah.
What are things that you've looked up, and maybe could you give some of the words that you might use? We gonna get into role playing, bitch.
Okay.
So you pull up. Weezy got a pocket full, but she gonna go to the ATM. This is your John. What do you say as you're approaching the ATM with this man?
Well, hold on. I want to
What?
ask you a question. Are they normally asking you to say something to them?
They already
like,
have
tell
the.
me I'm this. That's
They
what I'm-
already have the assumption that I'm going to do that. When they come into it, they're expecting. I know she does a service. This is
Okay.
what the fuck I'm expecting.
So
Okay.
basically,
Yeah.
here we are. I'm in there. Okay. Hi, mistress.
Why the fuck are you talking to me?
I'm so sorry, mistress. I just wanted
Please
to
just
know
get the money out the ATM so
how
I can
much.
go
What
home.
do I put? What do I do? How much do I take out?
What amount you think is right? Say an amount.
100.
Are you fucking playing with me?
I'm sorry, mistress. No, I'm not.
Take out $500 right now.
I only have 600.
Take out $600.
Word.
Fucking love it.
And then you take it out.
And that's how it is. And the crazy thing is, it's all about getting out of your own head because naturally, I'm from the South. I'm a Southern sweetheart. Period.
So this is a character.
So I
for
really
you.
got it. Yeah. And I'm okay with seeing it as that. Like I'm okay with it. And a lot of women have to get into character for it, but once you get into that character, it becomes a part of you. And
Now I want to
fine.
ask you because you are a beautiful black queen. Do you feel like your clients come to you because of your skin color at all?
oh,
And are you-
definitely.
Yeah?
They hit me with that ebony goddess shit all the time. Ebony goddess. I want to worship your ebony goddess ass. Like they
No,
they
and
say
you're
all
o-
that
so-
shit.
And you're okay with that.
You're paying me. You're gonna lick this ebony goddess ass. How about that? Like that's what, and some of them want to be slaves to black women.
And you're.
That's a-
We've both said that.
that's
we're,
a fantasy.
I know, but are you
What?
okay? And you're okay with playing the slave master role type shit in reverse?
I see it as why not? Why
Okay.
fucking not?
Okay,
Like,
it's crazy that you say that because of the other dominatrix that we've had the Lisa Spliffson and we've
Mhm.
had, I believe, Goddess Unk. Both of them were not into that type of play.
oh, I love it.
Wait. No.
Was
no.
Lisa
They,
Spliffson?
they weren't. Lisa is, but she doesn't like it the other way.
What
no.
is the way? I think both of them were.
I think she didn't. Damn, I can't remember. There was something specific about her. We gotta have her back.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was them acknowledging that she's black or what, but there was something specific about one of them.
And you love getting into those type of.
Yeah, I only have one sub right now. Sub short for submissive. I only have one sub right now that's into like ebony everything.
What's the least bit of money you'll take from a man? Like, what's a waste of your time?
Honestly, I'm gonna say anything under 25 because there's something I call an initial tribute, where if you at least pay $25, I know you about your shit. Because there's some men that waste your time all day. They won't even pay $5. They
But
broke as
$25.
fuck.
That's it.
Just online, talk to me.
Oh,
That's to message me.
Oh, that's just to message. you.
Yeah, no.
Send me $25.
No, they know what's up. If you message me and you ain't paid, I'm not responding to anything you say.
Oh, I'm gonna start that.
You're gonna be on red. You're gonna see that I read it, but I'm not
And so
responding.
as soon as they write you, you say, in order to continue this convo, send me $25.
I don't even
and-
say that to them.
So wait, how do they know? Oh, you have
Let
a
me
Cash
tell
App
you,
in your
because
shit.
some men will try to play. So some men get off. So a lot of girls come in when they first start out. A man can message them and be like, "Goddess, blah blah blah. I love you. I love the way you look." They'll keep replying back like tribute. Then the man will reply back, "Goddess, I'm such a loser." Then the woman like the more you reply back to them, the more they get off. Like they're getting off for free.
This is what Lisa was talking about.
You're letting them get
She's
off for
always
free.
saying shit like, "Stop fucking talking to me."
Exactly.
And she be, like putting her Cash App up on her
Because
story.
they're getting off for free. They're getting a response.
Hold on, we got Benson. You want to come on the mic? Hold on, I feel like Benson may.
Wait.
Nigga, you in the fit,
That's
dog,
me.
nigga. Hold on. Our cameraman, wait,
Here
get
you
on the
go.
mic, get on the mic.
Yo,
We got our.
shouts out to Goddess Unk. You trained me. I got $50, but I scared him off because he couldn't afford me. So.
Oh, were you a
Wait,
cash
wait.
master? You a cash master. That's what they call men, cash masters.
Well, I mean, I'm super just starting out. Like that guy was like.
yeah, so there's men in Findom. They call them cash masters.
So wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Please talk, shout out to Goddess Unc, who
So
was.
shout out to my tattoo artist also, Meth Cakes. She's actually a dom also, and then we connected, and then like I was actually about to team up with her, go to get flown out to Greece, but he was broke.
You were gonna get flued out.
I mean, he was broke. He wanted to.
But
Wait,
What's
wait,
client
for
do?
a man.
Oh yeah, he.
Wait,
wanted,
you just been
cuckold,
down
right?
with.
Was it cuckold?
he
Some
wanna
men
get-
like to watch other women get fucked by, you know.
So what was going?
He wanted to get beaten by the girl while I watched and just like. As
That's
an alpha
cuckold.
male,
Yeah, that's cuckold.
Shut the fuck up! You're
Yeah.
such a
And
little whore.
Yeah, man. Give me whatever money. Brother Chris not even looking up because he knows what's good.
For real?
That's cuckold
He's gonna
all
get
the
his
way
name
Okay,
out.
through.
so a man can do this as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
2 other men and
Yeah.
2 women.
I really thought, you know,
Oh, look, it's okay. We gonna
shout
do
out
this.
to Alex who used to our video. We had our quarrels. Mandy don't want him doing the video no more. Fine. I'm like, Benson's a nice, sweet guy.
He's Indian. He probably doesn't
I was
have
like,
sex.
he's so safe. Okay. Benson, I'm sorry, I have this little brother feeling with him, and I
he
just
is
feel
out
like
here like
the more and more
raising
that
his
this
hand
shows-
like, put me in the game, coach.
Please send us emails to horribledecisions@gmail. Let us know about your video skills because I can't do this.
I love it. So, well, we're gonna go
That's
ahead
amazing.
because there's another part to this that I wanted to get into.
Oh wait. One quick question.
Oh, go ahead.
Where do you meet them? That's what everybody wants to
Oh,
know.
there we go.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Is the biggest
100%.
community.
Yep. What's
So,
the hashtag?
and you can look up hashtags.
Just hashtag FinDom, PayPig.
Okay.
A PayPig is somebody that pays you. Ebony Dom, Cash Meat, all of that
Cash
stuff.
Meat.
Yeah, Cash Meat.
and we'll put these hashtags as well in the description.
Men
of this
are
bio.
looking for this so much, by the way.
You'll see a whole different
I made
world.
a joke about
so many black women too. Woo.
what my sugar daddy. Oh, Andrew posted an old man picture of himself. I was like, yo, that looks like my old sugar daddy. 4 people wrote me because they're searching the words sugar daddy.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's disgusting. I'm excited. I'm excited though because another part of you is that Taylor actually throws swinger parties for
Dope.
Black
us,
people,
for
yeah.
black people.
Yeah.
So our home mail this week actually is titled "Parent and Child at Swingers Party Together." So here we go. Evening, ladies. We were at a party last night at our swingers club, and we noticed two man and woman couples we had never seen before. It's a private club, so you see a lot of the same people over and over. One couple was probably in their 50s, and the other in their late 20s or early 30s. Don't think anything of it until I'm talking with one of my good friends at the club, and she tells me that the 2 men are father and son. It really caught me off guard. Like, who would want to be at a swinging party with their child? So later on in the evening, after my friend has been in the hot tub with both couples, weird again, she comes over and sits by me and we start talking. And this is where shit gets really crazy. She told me that they were insinuating that all 4 of them wanted to take her to a private room. Not to kink shame or judge anyone, but what the fuck? Thank you, B. So this was one of our male listeners, and he was thrown off.
The Twitter guy, right?
I don't know who it was. It could have been.
Oh, sorry.
But he wrote us saying that he saw father and son at a swinger club.
Okay, the guy was writing it. Noire Swingers is his Twitter name, and he tagged us in it. And I was like, please email me this story. He's like, I wonder what Horrible Pod would say this. I'm like, email me the story. That was so fucking weird.
Is that something that you've ever seen at your party? And is that something that do people bring their moms and children to swingers? Do they go together? Is that a thing to do together?
I've never seen that.
Okay.
But I kind of look at it as like, look how men view their sons, kind of like, we're gonna make him a man. You know how men are, like, they, like, the older the men get, they want to know, like, are you what, like,
they want to steer.
and
their
especially if
sons
he
in
was
that
of
direction.
legal age, like, it's different with, like, a mom and a daughter. They're not gonna go to no shit like that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was almost gonna invite my mom to Jamaica.
My
Tahito,
mom would
but
fall
she
the
ain't got
fuck
no
out.
goddamn passport. I would have took my mom to Tahito with me though.
Funny you say that because my mom was like, are you really going to go alone? And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to experience it. I ended up not going alone. And she was like, I'll just go. And I was like, no, you won't. She's like, but it's a free, like, why wouldn't I go? I don't understand. Why you wouldn't?
My mom would never do anything like that. But crazy thing is, my mom supports everything I do. But
I
she
love
would
that.
never.
Honestly, it would have been too much, too uncomfortable for me.
But I've
I
never
think
seen that.
She looked at it as a nudist resort, which is why my mom wasn't thinking it would be uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I
my
looked
mom
at it
know what the fuck going
as
on
a
there.
sex resort.
My daddy's Jamaican. She was at Hito back in the 90s, okay?
Oh my gosh.
My mama know what the fuck that is. It's crazy. So I wanted to get into the conversation. You throw swingers parties.
Yes.
What are swingers parties are different than sex clubs.
Yes.
So what are swingers parties?
I think swinger parties are more intimate.
Okay.
I kind of know my list. I know who's coming. I might know them personally. I might vet them. Like, I know who's coming. I think at sex clubs, anybody can just pop up. If they paid a fee, they can get in.
Right.
But at swinger parties, it's like, okay, you crazy. I know you not coming for sure. Like, it's kind of like, it's a personalized list. Like, I might
How many
post a link.
people would be at your party?
This past Saturday, I had 35 people. That's the most I've ever had.
That's like an orgy almost. No, is everyone kind of? How big is the space?
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. That to me, I'm like orgy.
I
The small-
automatically.
okay. If
I
it's
automatically
not
was
in the
orgy.
hundreds, I think
sex club.
Then when I hear something small like that,
I'm thinking group sex orgy.
So
what is the difference?
basically, I got an Airbnb in Brooklyn. It was like a
Oh,
duplex. It was huge.
Oh, a house.
It had like 3 bedrooms, but in all there was 13 beds. 'Cause
did
the
you say you were
couches,
throwing a party or anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like there was like all these beds. The couches were pull out beds. It was bring your own bottle, but I had my best friend bartending. Like he was there bartending for me. Like I had the upstairs rooms. I ordered food, like all that little shit because I charged them a good amount. So I was like, I gotta have a sedative.
The
You
sex
do,
club,
yeah.
So for the sex clubs, again, I've been to Caligula. Single girls can get in there for 25. Couples are 80, sometimes 150.
Mhm.
She's been to sex clubs that ranged from $200 to $300 to $400 for a couple to get in.
The most expensive one I've been to, I actually can't even say the name of it, was $1,000 for a couple. A guy, his girlfriend backed out. Went on like 2 dates with him. He was like, hey, not interested in having sex, but I don't want to waste this ticket, and I feel like it'll be good content for your show.
What?
Ended up finding out I couldn't say the name of it. When I walked in, they made me sign something, and my phone went in a locker.
So for your swingers party, if you don't mind asking, like, or even if you want to do just a generalization, what would you say that the generalized pricing would be to attend a swingers party?
So personally for me, my swinger party I had this past Saturday was my first one I ever thrown in my life.
And you had almost 40 people come? That's good.
Yeah. So I charged, single women were free because for the most part, you want to get the single women in there. And I knew it was my first one, so like I didn't know how many. Mind you, the whole time I was thinking the hardest thing is going to get these single women in here, especially our age range.
Yes.
Like our age range. So I was like, let me make them free. When I tell you I allotted 20 single women tickets, all of them were gone in less than a week.
Oh, wow.
Mind you, I was scared of that. I was like, no women gonna come. It's just gonna be a sausage fest. The shit sold out.
Okay.
So then I charged single men $100, like even.
I like that.
And I charged couples $70.
Okay.
So, and I had people try to buy tickets day of, but I didn't allow that because I was my only host. So having all those people, like, next one, so I'm having another one, Halloween edition in October.
Okay. So if y'all are interested, we'll definitely put her information in the bio.
It exceeded my expectations.
I did a Halloween party at Chemistry like 2 years ago. And it was like, I think it was $250 for couples, $200. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, some of these people are weirdos, but also like, I like that. I feel like if you spend a certain amount of money, they're committed to a certain level of like experience.
Right.
So when you charge a couple something like that, like you're like, okay, like they're in this. They didn't just pop by to get a nut off. I don't know why.
My first time to Caligula was during a Halloween party, and it was like the time of my life. Yeah. So I wanted to know, I guess, what was the most wildest thing that you saw at your swingers party?
It really exceeded my expectations because I came in thinking this shit about to be lame. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, this shit about to be lame. It's my first one, but fuck it. People already spent their money. This one couple, mind you, we was having like an icebreaker. So we did an icebreaker where like I was spanking people. We was tying people. There was one guy that was like experiencing bondage. He was tying people up. Like we made it interactive before you just don't come in and fuck. Like
right.
Almost everybody there was newbies. It was their first time.
Okay.
So the crazy thing to me, this one couple came in. They didn't even say hey to nobody. They walked straight upstairs and started fucking like right away, like crazy.
Oh, they started before.
And they were both a BBW couple. Like they were and they went downstairs after that, got something to eat and dipped. Didn't even say. I was like, they got their money's worth for sure,
right?
But yeah, but no. The craziest thing I saw, I think, was
how many people were watching them? Everyone?
Yeah. So it became a part, like, people started going upstairs to play, like, gravitating. People were downstairs, too, but everybody went upstairs. And me being the host, I'm checking on everybody. So I went upstairs for the first time. I was like, oh, y'all, I was like, where'd everybody go?
Right.
And I went upstairs. Everybody was up there fucking. Like, there were so many orgies. There was so much squirting going on. I did a squirt show in the beginning. Like, I just laid down, and I said, this is how we're going to do part of the icebreaker. And everyone just watched me squirt. And it was just like, and I was like, that's what y'all getting out. I was like, that's what y'all getting out the host tonight. Because y'all looking at me like, who's going to start it off? Like, I'll go ahead and
gonna eat it? Who want to taste it?
Right.
But yeah, it was crazy. There was people fucking outside on the back patio.
How did you get people to find you?
I just put it on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the flyer.
And
she literally made a flyer like it was a club.
Yeah.
Swinger party this Saturday. Who coming?
Yeah.
So I love it because I guess that would be the next part is how can people find these in their place? And I'll say you can even easily go on Google, type in swingers party, swingers club, swingers group.
Now you got me
city.
thinking, bitch.
Yeah.
Because Mandy and I have like discussed this horrible like what can we do with fans? I ain't gonna front. If it's that fucking easy,
y'all can make it lit.
Yeah.
Y'all can make it lit. And the thing is,
I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't fucking at the party where Horrible Decisions listeners at, but I will definitely.
I fucked. At
you
the
gonna
party.
squirt for everybody?
The thing is,
I will be like, great job.
I fucked at the party, but I fucked a fuck buddy. I waited till he got there.
Oh, so you invited someone?
Because I was on hostess mode all night. It was so
Right.
hard to just like break off and fuck. But like around 1, 2 a.m. because the shit ended at like 4 or 5, and I allowed people to stay the night if they needed to because it is an Airbnb. I had it till 11 o'clock the next morning.
That was really nice.
So if you get too fucked up and can't go home, or you live way uptown, because it was in Brooklyn, because I live in Washington Heights, so I'm like, I'm not going
Right,
out.
bitch,
Like,
I'm uptown.
so I allow
I've-
people to stay the
all
night.
the sex parties I've been to are in Brooklyn.
Mine is in Queens.
I've been to one in like Midtown. But
Oh
it's
wait,
white-
sorry,
it be
that
white
was the
people.
expensive one I went to, but
It
it
be
was
white
very
people.
Caucasian.
Yeah, white people.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. The one that I went to that was that expensive, I was in shock at how hot they were. And I see why they took my phone. I was like, whoa, had to be Victoria's Secret girls.
But like
Okay.
even at my party, the amount of attractive people, like I
Yeah,
was
how-
low
yeah,
key
how was
expecting
it?
weirdos.
Because I think that
Everyone
that's
was normal as fuck.
everyone
Like,
expects that when they go to sex clubs or anything that involves sex, they either think that everyone's going to be
Skinny.
50, 60 years old,
mhm.
or they expect that everyone's going to be ugly as fuck and not attractive.
I think the oldest I had there was 32. That was
Shut
the oldest,
the
and I was the
fuck up.
youngest at 25. But
The
it was a good
oldest person
range.
we have is
25 to
32.
32. Yeah. Yep.
And you knew everybody. So did you make everyone send IDs? Like,
So I made them send like their Instagrams, like especially if they had a couple, like send your Instagram. Single men definitely vetted the hell out of them. Like
okay.
some nigga tried to come and I looked at his Instagram. I was like, no, baby. Like,
Right.
no,
Ooh.
no.
Oh,
I didn't
so
tell
you
him
did
no,
that-
but I just didn't reply. I was like,
You did
no,
that
baby.
With, looks
With
and-
men, I vet.
Okay.
With women, it was such a different amount, like group of women, all shapes and sizes. But everybody just had so much fun. Like nobody. And
I mean, the truth be told, is sexist as a nigga's gonna be like, damn, why you ain't do it with the bitches? Here's the truth: men have proven themselves over time to just be the more threatening person in a space with sex
Yes.
with women. So I completely understand why you did that.
And I was big on privacy. Like I only allow phones at the bar area. Like you're not about to just be sitting here on your phone.
Good.
You can go somewhere else for that.
I
Like,
like that.
why come to a sex party and just be on your phone the whole time? Like
That's the same with the sex club I go to.
Yeah.
They have lockers and things, but once you get upstairs, belongings, everything needs
exactly.
to go
I
into the
provided
lockers.
condoms, lube. I had toys. I had all that shit. Like I went all out. So
you
my
had
next-
toys.
Yes.
I don't know
had-
if I'm using the toy
I
at the
don't know
party,
if
but
I'm using a
it's
toy
nice that it's
either.
there.
But no, like for the
But I know.
icebreaker, like the vibrators and stuff, like the clit stimulators, strap-ons. I had all that stuff. Like,
I did
you know.
do
Mhm.
like the Sibian ride, but they saran wrapped it. They made me feel safe on it when I went to chemistry. Do you guys know what a Sibian ride is?
I don't know what that is.
You get on top of this thing. I guess it could look like a horse. You saddle up, and it's like bound to the floor, and you just like shake.
But is there something inside of you?
Nah, it's strong though. Bro.
Oh, it's just to vibrate.
They have the bouncy balls like that too. Like it's like the bouncy balls
with the dick in it. I've
but
seen
it has
that.
a dick on
I
it.
feel like
the
I
fuck
wouldn't.
I feel like I would fall the fuck
That's
off.
too much
I'm-
ab control.
That's
I
way
would
too
fall
much
over.
work.
I would fall the fuck
Well,
over.
I'm so glad that you were here to join us for this. And guys, if you guys have any questions about femdom, we're gonna put the hashtags in the bio. Also, she has another swingers party coming
Yeah,
up in October.
Halloween edition.
So if you guys are in the New York City area, again, we're gonna put her description in this bio. Go ahead and let all of our listeners know where they can find you. And yeah, drop your shit.
So my Instagram is at TaylorMcfly, TaylorMcfly. I also run a private Facebook group for Black women that want to be doms. It's called the Black Dom Sorority.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes, it's new. It's only like a week old, but I have like 300
That's
members
dope
right
as
now.
fuck.
Okay.
We all talk. We all give every type of advice. Talk to each other about confidence, all that shit.
I want to
Yeah.
know.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Like
Be a part
before
of
this, before this goes up, I want to know how many people are in that group.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I do.
it's a lot of people. It's like
Till
300
after.
Yeah.
So what is
They jumping
what
on
is
that motherfucker.
what is the name of that group again?
Black Dom Sorority.
And this is on Facebook.
Yes, on Facebook.
Okay.
So I have to approve you to come in. It's like a private group, like, you know, whatever.
Okay, and we'll put the link for that in this
Yeah.
bio.
And then in September,
description.
I'll be at the Sex Expo. I got an exhibit.
Say that
Oh,
shit.
so I'll be there
And
in
where
Sep-
is that at?
It's in Brooklyn, September 23rd.
Okay.
It's going to be so many people there. I think Candy from Real Housewives going to be there with her product.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's going to, I think, what's the webcam website? Cam Soda's going to be there. It's going to
Okay.
be, yeah.
It's not like exotic, or it's like an exotic.
Is it like Exotica?
It's like a black
What's
one?
Sex
yeah.
Expo? Okay.
Well, Sex Expo is like everybody, black, white, whatever. And they have it in Brooklyn. It's really
Exotica
big.
is more for.
porn stars, maybe.
I think so,
It's just-
yeah.
I don't know. It's been around a while.
Yeah, Sex
Okay.
Expo is more like products, businesses, brands,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed Taylor on the show. Once
It's really good
again,
info.
Yeah, I think you were. This is a ton of info to take in. I hope that you guys, are still learning more about yourselves, your sexuality, things that you may like to experience. And before we get out of here, I want to give a huge shout out to all of our patron members. Because of Patreon, we have been able to do so much, including our last tour. But something that you guys may not know, if you guys are just tuning in and trying to catch up with all of our episodes, we give 3 bonus episodes per month. So you guys get every Monday right here. But if you guys are all caught up or getting caught up with all of our episodes and want more, we do drop 3 episodes a month. Weezy has gone on there and talked about so many different things from Game of Thrones. She was on there with an astronaut before. I brought my friends on. We've talked about
That astronaut one was wild.
we talked about sex and space.
I be
bitch.
honestly thinking about dropping. She was really like
Oh,
talking
that's the
about how
ultimate.
you have to stay connected because the more you pump, you repel. So you got to fucking like a sleeping bag.
Some
I
weird
have
shit.
sex in space. Woo.
Yeah, we've literally talked about everything. So if you guys are interested in
You
just
got to
getting
swallow
more sex,
because it going.
more guests, definitely go to patreon.com/horrible decisions. You have to do it that way because it is 18 plus. We drop porn links on there, and we definitely just have a community where we open up about a lot of things
Oh,
sexually.
and we just started doing something really cool.
Yes.
So we have, when patrons send home mail in the message to us, we don't share their name or anything, but we'll post the home mail, and the entire community can then comment with their advice.
with their advice. So
and
it's
it was
super
really dope. There's men in there that do it. There's women. I loved that. That was really fun.
Yeah, it's super dope. So once again, go ahead and visit patreon.com/horrible decisions and stay tuned because at the end of this episode, we are going to share a 5-minute clip from one of our bonus episodes. So thank you guys. And once again, this has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions.
Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. It's bonus, bitch. That's how we start this. Y'all already know. We are here in the studio once again. I know y'all is like, damn, y'all ain't really dropped no bonus, but there's 5 weeks in July and we are back.
I know it's a lot of weeks. It's made us feel like we weren't putting out content, but yeah, we're back. And I was going to try to do one in Miami, but I was like, no, I want to make sure we're together. I missed you guys. Hope you missed me too. And we're joined by 2 other ladies that are really adorable. One of them is Caucasian. Just wanted to put that out there.
Very white.
We're here with the Super Trip podcast. I met one of these ladies when I did a seminar at Gotham Podcast Studios last year. Damn, I'm kind of high.
Yes.
But she was like, "Yeah, I have a podcast about acid. We should do it together." That's what this girl said to me. And I was like,
Seriously, that was your introduction?
That was the pitch.
That was over here. Yeah.
Oh,
tell
shit.
us what your podcast is about.
Totally. So it's called Super Trip Talk, the podcast with Brianda and Puffy. And it's a podcast about radical self-improvement and self-growth through the antidote that is healing, which is whatever the healing is for you, it looks different for everybody. And we just want to make other people also want to heal.
So
others, 'cause
healing
it's
is,
fun.
are those vices? Because you guys said you talk about drugs or y'all are at least
I'm guessing
smoking vapes while you're on there. So is it self-healing through your vices?
No. So we like to look at cannabis as a medicine,
Okay.
not really a drug.
Okay.
What you're seeing right now, what we're doing is fun. We're in the studio. We like to record smoking in the studio, but we're very much lucid throughout the day and we execute tasks and we're productive. But I understand what you mean by vice or escapism,
Right.
which I think is a fraction of it too. I'd be lying if I said that part of it wasn't, so I numbed some stuff. But
Right, because I think that, so when I think of someone who's smoking or enjoys smoking, it's a relaxation. It's their vice because people still don't technically view it as medicine, even though you can get a medical card to go and get it. It's still kind of considered
we don't
something that people do to
We've all got a
let
vice
loose.
every morning, right? Like mine is coffee.
Yeah.
I love coffee.
Like everybody
Eat
has
it.
something that is their thing where they're like, oh, if I don't have it, I can't. It's their routine.
My coffee
Right.
cannabis combination is everything.
Right.
for
You have a
me.
coffee and cannabis combo?
Oh my God, a little hit, a little cup of coffee in the morning, and I make my to-do list.
Oh,
And then
I
I start
thought it was an
crossing things
infused
off.
Ooh,
coffee.
that's fun.
Although
No,
there's a
those
mug.
exist though.
Yeah.
Flower & Co. Shout out to Flower & Co.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
like this awesome cannabis
I don't
CBD
really like
infused.
weed coffee. I've had it. They sell it all over the city, right? But it makes, they're like, yeah, basically it'll go up, but like no crash. I'm like, so matcha?
They're charging me $10 for nothing. It's just an upcharge. It's bullshit.
Okay.
I'm getting my chai latte. It's the same
man,
difference.
That's a
like-
good ass question though.
Yeah.
That really is, but that's not the angle we look at
Okay.
it as.
Yeah.
I think if anything, we want to destigmatize marijuana
I like that.
and the use of psychedelic drugs to aid.
And I think that we also just speak very much about like our experiences with these things. So your self-care, right? So fucking trendy now to say stupid shit like self-care.
real.
But
It's so
at the
annoying.
same time, we all are very much trying to like improve ourselves, whether it looks like a stupid Instagram hashtag or not. But for
And
us,
like it's a real thing.
No,
we're,
I believe that.
we're not even social media people. Like we straight up check each other all the time because that's the core, that's the vein, that's the skeleton of Super Trip.
How long have you guys been friends? Or you
4.5 years.
like
With-
your friends,
with
you
a
fucking,
break?
or-
No.
With the breakup?
So your name is Brianda, right?
Brianda.
Brianda. What's your age? What's your sexual orientation? Tell us.
So I'm 26 years old and I identify as hetero.
Okay.
Heterosexual.
I don't
Straight.
even get hetero vibes from you.
A lot of, listen, I've had sex with women.
You know what it is?
What?
We mistake friendly for like flirty all the time. I just did some hetero cis male shit. You're like smiling. You're like, I got you a gift. I'm like, oh, she wants to fuck me.
I'm friendly. I'm bubbly. I'm friendly, but definitely.
It's funny because we actually just got a home mail and we haven't read it yet. I don't know when we're going to read it, but that was the question. She identifies as a straight woman but wants to have sex with women, and she was like confused. But you just identified as straight, but yet you've had sex with women. If any man walks around here and says, hey, I'm straight but I've had sex with men, that we wouldn't allow them to consider themselves hetero.
I should have, but I mean, there's context missing here. Like, what were those sexual experiences like? The very first one, I was coerced by a man, and I was 18 years old, and this man like manipulated me, and it wasn't pretty.
It gets deep. Okay.
Yeah. The
Okay.
second time for sure, it was fun, and this girl was beautiful, and I was obsessed with her mind, and it was so cool.
The third time?
Oh, look, your friend's telling on you, bitch.
Yeah,
What are you?
she's shady.
Wait, no. Which time are we talking
Which
about?
time?
The
So there's a
bathroom
4 and 5.
rendezvous?
No, listen. Okay, here's the thing. Lesbians love me. Like they fucking do.
You come across
and
very,
I'm sorry. And
yes.
I have like polyamorous leanings in that, like, if you're a beautiful ass person, god damn, it's hard for me not
Maybe
to.
pansexual leaning.
There you go, pansexual. And poly, but pansexual leanings in that.
Okay.
At some point, if I just meet someone that's beautiful, and if they're showing me that they adore me and shit, and treating me like a deity, that the ego in me is like, fuck.
So we're
there's
just gonna say
fluidity.
you're on the spectrum,
I
but
think
you're
so.
not all the way
I
hetero.
think so, but I mean, I'm on a goal now to find like a life partner. So I mean,
you can have a life partner and still dip and dabble.
that's true. That's
Hey.
100% true. You're right.